Why do bitches live better than good girls? My name is Lana Bugela and I'm a hypnotherapist, and today we will discuss this very hot topic. I have a TikTok account and there I have a bunch of videos about bitches and good girls. And there is a discussion there. A lot of good girls are writing their comments that yes, that's about them, that's how they feel. They feel struggling. Like they struggle in every area of their life to get at least any success. Like it seems to them that it takes a lot. Like it takes a lot to be a good mom, to be a good wife, to be a good daughter, or to be a good worker, like a good person in the company who is reliable, who can be promoted, and so on. But also they can tell that there are women who are those bitches. Okay, let's just understand. Whom do we label as bitches? As bitches, we label those ladies who are concentrated on themselves and who seem to get everything they want just because they are pretty, just because they are, slim, they have a very stylish outfit, or because they have that charisma that we don't have. And that's why we feel so unfair and we label them, because we need that feeling, inner feeling of not being accepted as they are. We have that frustration inside and we need to put this frustration somewhere. So we label them. We say they are bitches because they are too focused on themselves. It's not good. They are too lucky, or they get everything so easily that you cannot even be proud of your achievements if they are just swimming to you, close to you, and you just grab it. You didn't work hard to get what you have, and I did. So that's what I really hear. And I totally understand that. Why? Because it's really painful when you are a hard worker and that lady, well, she's not doing a lot. She seems to get everything herself. So that is the difference in our, perceptions. But in fact, we are labeling that girl not because she's really bad, but because we are in pain. And that is the main difference. So why do bitches live better? Because their focus is inside. The focus of a good girl is outside. Just let me explain it to you. Let me break it down. Just stay with me here. The girl who is a good girl, why does she characterize herself like that? Because she says, like one of my clients, she used to say, okay, I do everything for my husband. I clean, I wash, I cook, I do everything. So he is like a king in our house. He comes back, everything is ready, so I'm a good wife. I'm a good mom because my kids are fed, dressed, they are taken care of. So everything there is okay, is fine. I know what do they need. I know how to get it there. So I'm responsible for their vaccinations, for their school. I'm responsible for their additional, development. I'm going with them to drawing classes, to boxing classes, whatsoever. I'm a good daughter because when my mom calls, I'm always there for her. I'm answering her calls. I'm just talking to her when she's not in the mood, and when she's in the mood, I'm there. So do you see? All of that is about people around. And how am I serving those people? It's not bad. It's just the fact that good girl is concentrated there. And what is lacking there? Herself. There is no she in all of it. And what's more, a bitch. We can say that this girl is inner focused. How come? She is focused on her state. How does she feel today? What does she want to do today? So she thinks about herself first. And that is not selfishness. That is not like, okay, do this for me, and you do this for me, and you do this for me, like using all those people. No. She is like concentrated on her needs, on her desires, on her life, what matters to her. Not to her mom, to her husband, but to her. It doesn't mean that she doesn't pay attention to her kids. No, she does. But she comes to her kids being rested, being energized, being fulfilled, because she is working where she wants. She has the partner whom she chose, with whom she feels good. And in those relationships, she is fine. She is fine with her parents because she can say, Mom, today I cannot hear to your complaints because I'm not your psychotherapist, I'm your daughter. And today I'm like not in mood. Okay, let's discuss it later. I love you very much. So do you feel the difference? And there is her eye. It's not a selfish eye, it's just her center. She feels the world through her eye. And the good girl feels the world through eyes of others. Yeah, those eyes, like what this eye needs. Like the eye, not an eye, but an eye like self. Like what does my husband need? What do my kids need? What do my parents need? And blah, 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 blah. And the main idea of a good girl is to be noticed, is to be appreciated, is to be thought over. Like somebody needs to think about her. Yeah? Somebody needs to take care of her. But she cannot even pronounce that. She cannot even say, darling, I need you so much. I need you to be close to me. I need you to talk to me. I need you to cuddle me. No. She's doing everything for her husband, just dreaming that he will do the same for her. But he's not doing that because she is not doing that. And that kind of a bitch girl who's labeled a bad one, a bad guy in the company, because she takes care of herself and she doesn't have those expectations. And that is her key to success. Why? Because when she doesn't have those expectations, when her husband comes home and he's tired and he doesn't kiss her, she's okay with that. And when he comes and kisses her, she's like, wow, thank you. She's emotional. She appreciates that because she's always in a good mood. In a good mood, like I'm not saying like in a good mood, like always smiling and putting that brave face on. No, I'm saying that she is okay with her life because she built it like that from her inner eye. Like me, I'm in the center of me, of myself. Not selfishness, but like feeling what do I want, what do I need, so I'm doing it and I'm really enjoying my life. That is the key. So, as I've seen, those good girls, they are always frustrated because their main reason why they are good, because they want to be appreciated. And when they are not appreciated, they are frustrated and they are in pain. And they don't feel good and accepted in general. And they don't enjoy their life. And that bitch who is labeled like that just because she's not very convenient for the society. Yes, because I cannot use you. I cannot say, okay, go and do this. And the good girl says, yeah, I will. But the bitch, she will like, oh no, I'm sorry. But today I have different plans. Yeah, it's not convenient for the society. That's why it is very convenient to put a label on her. Like to say that she's a bad one. I don't like her. You see? This very important thing. And for a good girl, it is very convenient to put on that label. Because if she's bad, I won't be that bad, so I don't need to work on myself to be inner orientated, so I don't need that. That helps me like to take it easy. But actually, that is putting you down. So that is the main difference. And right now, I will tell you a story from my client. Time for the story. Okay, one my client came to me and said, I love myself so much that I now don't have any friends. Now I don't have any lovers. I don't have money and I don't have job. Yeah, interesting. How did it happen? Because this girl was a good girl at first, and then she wanted to become a bitch. So she was listening to some podcasts, to some videos. She was for some time on TikTok, on Instagram. She put her hands on it and she was watching for a couple of days different videos on the topic of self-love. And she was really triggered because she thought, okay, I really don't love myself. Because I put my mother first, I put my kids first, I put my husband first, and I'm the last in line to get my own attention. Yes. So she started to flip it over. She started to go to a massage. She started to go to a hairdresser to have her hair cut. She started to buy herself new clothes. She started to attend some restaurants by herself at the lunchtime. Why should I eat myself the food that I've cooked? I'll go to the restaurant. And bit by bit, she was not meeting the needs of her kids. She was not meeting the needs of her partner. She was not meeting the needs of her friends. And she appeared to be alone. The last point for her husband to file for a divorce was that she went on a vacation using the money that were their savings. Alone. Yes, that was a real deal. And you know, this situation was for her like that peak where she felt, yes, I'm really loving myself right now so much. I'm doing it. I'm actually doing it. But when she met all those, consequences, and she was sitting down in her room when she was back, and she was realizing at that time that she doesn't have friends anymore. She doesn't have those relationships with her kids. She doesn't have those relationships with her husband. And she has only that love to herself. And what does it mean without all of them? And she felt miserable. And I explained her that actually she was not going into the self-love. She was going into the compensatory mode. She was compensating with her good girl behavior. And when she became like a bitch, like a bad girl, she was still compensating. So the main thing that I want to tell you here, that behavior, like I'm a bitch, okay, now I'm paying attention only to myself, that also comes from inner feeling of I really don't love myself. And I need to do something to prove myself that I really am. So, the real bitch, that girl, bad girl, lucky girl, that one who really gets everything she wants, she's not compensating. She really feels herself. She's in a deep contact with her subconscious mind. She knows what she wants. And when she doesn't get what she wants, she goes into her subconscious mind and finding the real root cause. Why is it happening like that? She works on herself. And then she eventually gets what she wants. It's not a compensatory behavior. So just please don't mix it up. Just think of it. If you are a good girl, you need to work on your inner belief system. Why did you become a good girl? And after that, you can eventually progress to that bitch who is not really a bitch, but who is a woman who loves herself truly and unconditionally. And actually, that's how she gets all the success you really want to have. So if this video and my little story at the end was interesting, please drop that thumbs up button. follow this, subscribe this channel, and drop a comment. If you really feel that you need more on this topic, please write down in the comments below. It is very important for me right now because I'm developing this YouTube channel from scratch. I have this one in another language, and there I can be very helpful to my followers. I want to be helpful here also. And in order to help you, I need more close contact with you. So please feel free to share some comments below, to like this video, and also to subscribe. Thank you so much for your attention, and I'll see you in the next video.